Good afternoon, Southwest Florida. I'm Bri Walling. This Naples Herald Lunch Break is sponsored by our friends at Fusillo Kia of Cape Coral. This afternoon, we'll tell you about a controlled burn that went awry, halting the practice in Florida, the Supreme Court handing down a blow to organized labor unions, and more. Today is Wednesday, June 27th, and this is the Lunch Break. A Cape Coral man who burned himself in a fire while dancing completely naked has been arrested after assaulting the officers who confronted him. According to the Cape Coral Police Department, at around 1:30 a.m. on June 22nd, officers responded to a call about a disturbance on Pine Island Lane, which involved a man with a knife attempting to set a car on fire. The man was also reported to have thrown a rock through a window of an occupied home. Officers arrived to find 27-year-old John Hennessy of Cape Coral holding a knife in the front yard while completely naked. The suspect was dancing around the fire while chanting, and at one point even stood directly in the fire. According to reports, Hennessy then dropped the knife and picked up a large wooden stick, which he swung at the officers. After using a taser, officers handcuffed Hennessy as he continued to chant. CCPD believe that the suspect possibly consumed psychedelic mushrooms. Nonetheless, Hennessy was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, criminal mischief, and 4 counts of aggravated assault on law enforcement officers and booked into the Lee County Jail. A controlled burn by state contractors sparked a wildfire that destroyed 36 homes and burned more than 800 acres. Now, officials have suspended the practice statewide, according to Florida's Commissioner of Agriculture on Wednesday. Adam Putnam said an investigation by the Office of Agricultural Law Enforcement eliminated other possible causes, including lightning, arson, or an accident. The fire broke out late Sunday in the coastal community of East Point near the historic town of Appalachia in Florida's Panhandle. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said in a statement that a private company was contracted to burn 480 acres on June 18th. The agency said 580 acres of private land separated the controlled burn from the East Point neighborhood. Controlled burns are frequently used in Florida and across the country as a forest management tool, but sometimes they aren't as controlled as they should be. The practice has been suspended in the state until it can be determined that there's no ongoing threat of using the method. The Supreme Court ruled today that government workers can't be forced to contribute to labor unions that represent them in collective bargaining, dealing a serious financial blow to the organized labor. The justices are scrapping a 41-year-old decision that had allowed states to require that public employees pay some fees to unions that represent them, even if the workers choose not to join. The 5-4 decision fulfills a longtime wish of conservatives to get rid of the so-called fair share fees that non-members pay to unions in roughly 24 states. The court ruled that the laws violate the First Amendment by compelling workers to support unions they may disagree with. The court was evenly split last time it considered the issue in 2016 following the death of Justice Antonin Scalia. Organized labor is a big supporter of Democratic candidates and interests. Last year, unions strongly opposed Justice Neil Gorsuch's nomination by Trump, and Gorsuch was in the majority today. The unions say the outcome could affect more than 5 million government workers in about 24 states and the District of Columbia. A recent study by the Illinois Public Policy Institute of the University of Illinois estimated that public sector unions could lose more than 700,000 members over time as a result of the ruling, and that unions also could suffer a loss of political influence that could depress wages as well. And that was a lunch break for today. I'm Bri Walling. For your twice daily news fix, head over to the Naples Herald YouTube channel and subscribe. Leave us a comment to let us know your thoughts on the news or what you'd like to hear about. The lunch break airs Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. right here at naplesherald.com. And don't forget to check out our morning report that also airs Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.